Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. You know, I got a bone I want to spit out. Had a few conversations on the phone. I was down for about 3 hours getting the truck serviced and whatnot. So a few conversations at the yard. Listening to some of the stuff on the media. There are those that are still, I shouldn't say still, maybe I should, that thinks President Trump is playing too hard a ball. Really? That he should play Mr. Nice Guy. Really? I just want to remind people why so many of us left the Republican Party. And that was because they was laying down so much. There's that damn spot from that up there. Bush and them would get attacked and they wouldn't fight back. They was getting attacked by the media and by the left, and they just laid down. For fighters like myself, an old jarhead and a street person, if you just take it and lay down, that's a show of weakness. And the more they would lay down and try to get along, the harder the other side attacked. One of the reasons that I like Trump now, I didn't like him in the beginning, but I did vote for him. In the beginning, I didn't realize what a fighter he was. And the more and more I've watched him, including before he became president, I started saying, might be something to this feller. So now we got a man in office that not only puts on a worldwide front and fight, that is doing quite well. He don't take the shit from those back here. One of their big things, which you'll probably try to impeach him for, is he said bullshit in the White House. Yes, I understand the White House is all that and a cup of coffee to us. It's a symbol. I get it. I bet you the walls have heard cuss words before. And guess what? What he was talking about was bullshit. So he called it as he seen it. During his celebration, because he didn't call it a speech, he thanked a bunch of people that helped him out, helped to fight this impeachment nonsense, that has helped him fight all their stuff that goes back before he got elected. Like he likes to say, when he came down the escalator with a future first lady, that's when the attack started. And it's the truth. And they have not let up. They have gone one thing after another ever since. This is nothing new for the Democratic Party. For the last 15 years, 20 years, the Democratic Party has been vicious and has attacked every Republican they can. They just keep learning different little ways that they try to do it. And yet the media and some softies are wanting to say, well, I like Donald Trump, but I wish he'd be nicer. I don't. I like the man the way he is. Come after me and I'm going to come after you. That's how it needs to be. That's the front that he needs to have. That's the personality he needs to have to deal with these lying bullshit Democrats and with other foreign powers. They need to see overseas that he don't play well, even with the kids in his own sandbox. And I love the way he calls the media out. I really do. It gets a little bit old, I've got to admit. However, it's the truth. As a nation, we voted him in because he was not the normal that we was used to. Period. We voted him in because it was not politics as normal. We voted him in because he wasn't a regular politician. He wasn't a politician at all. We voted him in because he was a businessman that was fairly successful. He'd had his bumps and humps and dips and downs. Don't we all? It's called life. Oh, he went bankrupt. Well, that ain't quite true. He's had businesses. It's a whole different story. And if you can't tell the difference between real life and what is made drama for TV and for politics, then you need to stop and shut up. I like the way he's doing. I like the fact that he don't just lay down and let them attack him. And although he can't come out and say in person that he should get a little revenge, that the Democratic Party should have to pay for some of their stuff that they have done, I bet you that's what he's thinking. Worse yet, for the Democrats, because I bet you there's a few Republicans that's got a little bit of pull, that knows how to work and finagle stuff, that are thinking the same thing. And I've heard several that have given offhand comments that leads me to believe that there might be some real serious investigations coming up. Good. No, don't just lay down and say it's behind us. Let's move on. Let's hold hands and sing Kumbaya. No. Since you drug out all this made-up trash, now let's lift up your rug and see what you've been sweeping under the rug for the last several years. I honestly feel that way, and I don't give a damn if it tears the country up. The country's already tore up, according to all the news media. Which leads me to what I've said before, and I'll say it again, and I don't care which side it is, which party it is, and who it is. I am tired of hearing them politicians speak for me. I've never had one of them call me, email me, stop me on the road, and ask my opinion. I haven't seen that polling booth out here at a truck stop or at any place else that I go where they're actually asking Americans what they think and feel. But yet they all think that because we hired them like a bunch of dumbasses, because half of them we shouldn't have hired, and the other half we probably should have fired, they act like they know what we want. They ain't got a clue. They don't live in our world. Chances are, before they got elected, they didn't live in our world. But the American people are tired. Well, the American people are the American people. Oh, shut up. It's Friday morning and Papa Joe's on fire. Watch out. Go get them, Trump. The Republicans in the Senate, start getting some of them committees investigating. Let's find out what all Democrats have been up to. Let's get all the dirt out. They want to make shit up. Had some yahoo. I made a video yesterday morning. I was being honest with y'all about stuff. It wasn't a political video. It was a trucking video. And trying to forewarn some of the next generation and whatnot of some of my mistakes I've made in life, in my career. I get a phone call in the afternoon by one of my people that help watch my channel and my page. And he's telling me about a comment. Some yahoo comes on there and he says, "You smoke and cuss too much and you don't know everything." Well, I don't have a cigarette in each hand, so I ain't smoking too much. I really don't cuss very often, and I don't know what your issue is about either one. If you don't smoke and cuss, good on you. Leave me alone about mine. And as for not knowing everything, you're right. I don't know anybody that knows anything, including the President of the United States. However, I do know what has happened to me in my life. I do know what's going on in the world around me. I do have half a clue about what's going on. And for you to make a comment like that, obviously, you ain't got a clue about life. He asked me, he says, "What do you want to do with it?" And I said, normally I would make a comment, but I have learned that just feeding the fire. That'll bring more stupid after stupid. I think get rid of the comment. So he did. That was the best that I could do. Simply because I wished to choose my battles, and that one wasn't worth choosing. I elected to lay it down because it was the first time that individual had attacked me. It's not the first time I've been attacked on my channel. And it gets damn old. Some of the comments are just pure stupid. Just like some of the stuff they're bringing against the president. It's just pure stupid. And yet people think that we should lay down. Whether it's me on the YouTube channel, oh, well, you should let them have their say. If you say it correctly, I will. I've left up many a comment that disagree with my thoughts. I don't have a problem with that. Once again, it's called life. If you outright attack me in a stupid way, I'm going to get rid of your comment, period. There's no reason I should subject the rest of my channel to a few people that ain't got a clue and that want to be mean and vicious. Well, that's what's come up against the president. He has a party that wants to be mean and vicious. And he called them out yesterday. And the media started melting. Y'all are lucky he left y'all alone for the most part. And he has a right to be mean and vicious to the media. Because the last thing they've done is be fair with him. Who in the world wrote this little silly rule that y'all want some of us to abide by that says that we can say and do anything we want, as mean as vicious as we want, but you can't be mean back to us? Really? Watch this. Yes, I can. So can the president. And that's the attitude that some of the senators need to get, being that the Republicans have control of the Senate. They can't do nothing in the House because the Democrats have got the House and they won't let them do nothing. Do you see the House, the Democrats, investigating themselves? Ain't going to happen. That's kind of like expecting the government to vote in term limits. They're not going to vote in term limits on themselves. It don't matter how many of us say that's what we want. It ain't going to happen because it's not in their best interest. And not only is my mouth flowing today, so is my nose. My sinuses are getting with it. You know, I'm fixing to have to release the brakes and start my day. Yep, I got 4 minutes left. But for those of you that are saying that the president's being too mean and now that it's over, that he should play nice, well, there's two problems. The biggest problem is it's not over. Who honestly thinks that the Democrats, since they lost the impeachment, that all of a sudden they're going to put on their friendly gloves and take off their boxing gloves and they're going to start playing nice? It ain't going to happen. And I can speak for the average American because I are an average American, and the average American is saying, Trump, watch out, they're coming for you again. Don't let your guard down. Matter of fact, why don't you wind up for that knockout punch? That's what he needs to do. He needs to get ready to deliver the knockout punch. That's my thoughts on a Friday morning. Y'all remember, the good Lord loves you, and so do I. Even if I do cuss once in a while and I smoke too much. And Trump, he's on fire. Y'all have a blessed day now. Think about it a little bit. Bye.